My lips hurt. Where's the chapstick? Where's the chapstick? How you doing, everybody? So today I'm going to be talking about something that I've been pondering for a little bit, and that is chapstick. I know, a topic everyone is talking about all the time. You were begging me to do this video, but I am going to be talking about my experience before chapstick, my experience while using it as it relates to my skin, and my experience after as it also relates to my skin and overall what life is like when you stop using chapstick like I did. Growing up, I really didn't use chapstick too much. It wasn't something my parents were like, oh, you guys should definitely use this. And so we never really did. I started using it when I was in college, and I think that, you know, it's like kind of like after puberty where your skin's not weird and crazy. So I started using it, especially during the winter when your skin gets really dry and your lips get really dry. And I did notice that I started breaking out a little bit around the kind of like edges of my lips and on the lip line. And let me tell you, those things are so painful. It's very uncomfortable. I hate having them. And I was looking into other things besides the chapstick that it could have been, because I know that chapstick has kind of like these heavy ingredients, like heavy oils and stuff in them that I don't think my skin likes at all. So I was looking into other things, and I found things like toothpaste that could also result in you having acne around this area, like your upper chin area too. And I did see that there was an ingredient in toothpaste called sodium lauryl sulfate that is also in a lot of soaps. It's a foaming agent that does cause acne. So I switched toothpaste, and I was still getting them a little bit, so I did kind of blame it on the chapstick, which was unfortunate because I enjoy using chapstick. I enjoyed it. It was very nice. It's almost addictive for anyone who uses it regularly. I think you would be aligned with that, in that, you know, it feels nice just to kind of take the cap off, put it on. Take the cap off, put it on. The packaging for most chapsticks, like EOS, oh my gosh, I love the packaging because it's so smooth and they have these kind of like pale colors. So I myself loved shopping for / using chapstick. As I've talked about other skin related things in these videos of mine, I am always trying to have the best skin possible, so I stopped using it. And it was kind of scary. I did kind of like an on and off situation where I gotta wait for the train. All aboard! So I was going on and off with using it because my lips, of course, would get dry when I stopped using it, so I'd start using it again, but then I would break out again. And I kept trying to give it all these chances, and I even, you know, switched to different chapsticks that maybe a dermatologist recommended or that I researched were the best for people who suffer from, you know, lip line, acne, and such. But nothing was really working for me, and I continued to have breakouts. And if you look at the ingredients in all these chapsticks, they're all pretty much the same. Like, none of them are kind of like medical grade. I went as far as to ask a pharmacist if there was a kind of chapstick that you could use that was kind of like medical grade. And she was like, no, sorry, there really isn't anything out there that does that. You're kind of stuck with what's available over the counter. And so I ended up just ultimately completely stopped. I said, you know what, I'm gonna drink a lot of water. I'm gonna, you know, maybe moisturize in a different way, like with like facial moisturizer, but that doesn't work really either. You can't really use your face moisturizer on your lips because the skin that it's made for is different, and obviously the skin on your lips is a lot thicker, just like the skin on your back is a lot thicker than your face skin or neck skin, and your neck skin's kind of known to be like the thinnest. Like I said, I drink a lot of water. I went through a period after I stopped using chapstick of having, you know, dry lips all the time, but they weren't dry to the point of like cracking and bleeding, so it wasn't bad in that respect, and so it was definitely manageable. But a couple things that I learned to do more of when I stopped using chapstick to kind of bring my lips back to being normal is to drink a lot of water. And what's funny is that I would notice on my lips if I wasn't drinking enough water that day because my lips are dry. And then I noticed that after I chugged like a glass of water or two, that my lips went back to feeling great. I think that's a good test of, you know, where your skin hydration is. So I kind of like it now because it helps me tell whether or not I'm dehydrated. That was one thing that I started doing more. And another thing is that if they do ever get really dry, like if it's the middle of January, it's in the Midwest, and my lips are starting to crack in the middle down here, then I will put a little bit of Vaseline before I go to bed at night. Just that one. And I've even noticed that if I try to use Vaseline like over and over again to make my lips like even more moisturized or overly, you know, moisturized, then I do break out a little bit. So I would say use it sparingly, but in case of emergencies, I think that Vaseline is a good thing to use. And then a third thing I do all the time is that I exfoliate my lips. So I use a specific light exfoliator, not like a exfoliating cream. It's actually this silicone type pad. So I went and got the pad from the shower. I use this brand of exfoliating pad called Hierbus. Hierbus, but I got it off Amazon. It's a 2-pack. It costs like $5 to $6, and it's really great because, as you know, my skin is really sensitive, so I don't like putting different creams and stuff to exfoliate on it, especially during a period where I'm aggravating my skin. So I like that this is just, I think it's silicone, and it just kind of lightly rubs against your skin, and I found that it's great for exfoliating my lips. So if they're feeling dry one day, then I'll exfoliate them in the shower, and then they're fine. So exfoliating, moisturizing with Vaseline at night whenever I absolutely need it, and drinking enough water per day is what has kept my lips feeling great post using chapstick, and now I don't even need chapstick, so I'm saving a little money there. But like I said, I do miss it. So if you have different skin than me, which obviously everyone's skin is different, then keep on keeping on with using it and, you know, apply it a million times a day if you have drier skin and you need it, and if it works for you. So in the comments below, let me know if you've experienced something similar with using chapstick, and maybe with all of us coming together, they might create something that's for people like me and maybe like you. Be sure to like this video if you liked it, and also feel free to subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. And of course, go and check out other videos on my channel. My interests vary a ton, and so I've made different playlists for whatever tickles your fancy. And other than that, have a wonderful day.